Yeah, I remember that name because I was calling her that.
Ridiculous. This is the most ridiculous dude. DMV Sports 3. I know you wondering what we be laughing at. We gonna bring you some inside scoop of three guys who grew up together from Big Wheels to Big Bills. You gotta hear these stories, man. With that being said, let's get it.
Dirty Cadillacs, Desert Eagle cannon blast. Watch your back, DC. It ain't no Bloods, no Crips, no Lords, no disciples. Just thugs with mugs with slugs, living trifle. Living in this
Oh, we back. Well, thank y'all for coming out one more time. Because we have a good time, and if you're not, something wrong. But keep tuning in and watch the rest of this show, and hopefully you'll be laughing like us. Deacon.
They don't get it. They don't
get it.
Talk to us.
We're talking 30 years of history here, man. 30 years of history. There's too many stories to tell, and too many we can't tell.
Hey, go to the comments if you really want to hear about each of us and what it used to be like, man.
We give you one story. That's it.
The only one we probably can give, right?
Hey, man. Hey, I want to give a special shout out to High G out there. I know he's still out there. What's up, High G?
Oh, man.
I hope you're still loving that sack. Hope you're still liking that sack.
Oh, man. High G. Oh, man. That's too much.
All right, back on the clock.
We back. Let's go. Let's go. Deacon, man. How many times we got to tell you to go, man? Let's go.
Listen, since our last show, I got you. I'm gonna pull the string. Since our last show, we had mentioned that there was some people who were going to get cut because Big Ron had to take it down to a number, and that number was 80. Am I right about that? 83 is 80, right?
I think it's 80. Yep.
80. Okay, so with that said, we were right. Big Sims got cut. Or Little Sims got cut.
Little Sims, baby.
Steven Sims Jr. He started digging the grave, man. He took out the shovel and just dumped Steven in there. That was the big one. But then he had to get down 5 more. And he dumped some bums on top of Steve Sims. Grave still had room. So I'm thinking, that's it? We waiting all this time for somebody to get cut. I'm trying to hear, a big name or something, but we got nothing. Then today, Tamrick Hemingway also put on the blocks. No more a Washington football team member. His fault. He had a horrible preseason game. Now they were talking about him being either 2 or 3 because he was doing good in practice. But Jesus, when he got in the game, he stunk it up. His fault.
So was it his fault?
It was his fault.
Yeah, because he did stink it up. But I guess what I'm saying, did he even get any play in the second game, man?
Yeah, he did.
He got some run. That's why he got cut.
And the fact that I didn't even realize it. It kind of all adds up, man.
Matter of fact, he got a lot of game plan because your boy didn't play the last game. He had a concussion. The young guy,
John Bates.
No, the other one. Samus. Yeah, he didn't play.
Hey, so whose boy is that? Because it ain't mine. That was Al. Big Al said he blocked like a monster, and because Big Al did a what?
Deep
dive. And said that he blocks like a monster. And that was facts. I did be able to pick up on that. So that's your boy, Big Al.
Yeah, but he must be right because the coach didn't cut him; he cut Tamrick Hemingway.
Yep.
So he must be looking for a way to keep Samus on the roster.
Well, or at least on the practice squad, because I understand he knocked himself out in practice the week before. So.
But that makes sense. If you've never played football before in your life and you start playing at the NFL level, you have some bumps and bruises. You're going to have a concussion. You're going to have your legs hurting. Everything's going to be hurting by the time the end of the season comes.
Yeah.
Roster. But you're right. He's probably going to be on the practice squad. But I don't know. Can they put him on the practice squad without somebody picking him up? Because there are some people around the league that's saying that actually wanted to sign him when we did in this division. So it might be tenuous to put him on the practice squad.
Well, we might be able to use that concussion thing and maybe put him on the
and that's the talk right there. The talk is putting him on PUP list. So that nobody will pick him up. And so because everybody's feeling like this guy is athletic, so I think they wanted him to be a receiving tight end, but they're finding that he's more a blocking tight end that needs to develop receiving skills.
Right.
And so it probably, if you look at that, would open a lot more coaches' eyes, because everybody wants to be Mr. Miyagi and turn this guy into, a beautiful piece of work. So his status as the most important lump of clay in the NFL tight end category has stepped up. And so because of the fact that he can knock people around, and that is something that, if he just came to our team and that's all he needed to do, he would already be listed as tight end 3. You know what I'm saying? But we got him in a different capacity. So that goes back to Al's point that his performance with that is leading to that. But going back to what Deacon just said, the fact that he's injured now because he's getting knocked around is going to hopefully lead to other coaches going, well, this guy doesn't know how to protect himself. And
right.
You're going to have to learn that fast.
Yeah, you're going to have to learn that fast.
At the highest level there is. So, well, no forgiveness there, brother. No forgiveness.
If they put him on the PUP list, he can't practice, right? So we need him.
I don't know the technicalities of that, man. We got to call.
You get two people on the practice squad that you can protect that nobody can pick up.
Mm-hmm. Who would that be?
Probably, because unless Barber gets cut, there's no room for Patterson.
Barber, Reeves, and Moreland seem to be the ones right now on that low level.
It's Jimmy Moreland's birthday today. Today is Thursday.
Happy birthday, Mr. Moreland.
Birthday today.
Hopefully, Jimmy.
Maybe that's why he didn't get cut today. Right. They want to cut him on his birthday.
Wow, right. That's why he's like, I can't do it today. But tomorrow
right?
It's a whole nother day.
Wait a minute, hold on. The unique. Come on, man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So anyway, man, we got a game coming up Saturday against the Baltimore Ravens. Now, Baltimore got a good team too.
Famous.
Baltimore's always famous, but they got a good team.
Right. Say it again.
Yeah, Baltimore Bama's.
All right. Not the DMV. They don't count. It's an island.
Yeah, it's an island. It's strangely only covered by one side, but it's still an island for some reason.
For some reason, it's what it is.
It's weird. It's weird.
It's not in Maryland.
So, they probably gonna be sitting out people. We're probably gonna be sitting out people. This game is kind of irrelevant, other than finding out who's going to make the back end of the roster.
That's right.
I'm assuming at this point they know pretty much who's going to be our core and the backups. You trying to figure out what are those 3 or 4 people who are going to make the roster that maybe didn't have a chance before, but this is their chance,
or who they want to make the roster. Let's be clear, because I'm not sold on the receivers. There's a
sold on the core though, aren't you?
Am I sold on who?
You sold on the core receivers.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
The core.
So
with the exception of one.
Who? AGG?
Humphreys.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I'm saying that is because I haven't seen it. It's now if Humphreys can make it just based on his resume, that kind of takes away from what Ron is doing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't seen with these two eyes because I'm not at the practice, so I don't know. And what happened with practice heroes. Right now, the word is Mr. And let me say this very clear to everybody: Mr. Apke might be on the 53 based on practice.
Yeah,
and this dude we already said was athletic. Can't cover his car in a snowstorm, but this guy can run, and just like if they're gonna give this look at Mr. Reyes, they gotta give a look at Apke. And I know stunk it up. And honestly, if they do decide to go with Reyes as a tight end 3, he's going to stink it up, y'all. I'm telling you, when he gets in there, it's going to be like, what? But the upside, I think, is the biggest thing. Now, recently, I saw on, I can't remember the platform, but Coach Rivera has stated that he's looking, as far as the 53 roster, for an immediate impact versus the future. These are his words.
On the actual roster, not the practice squad.
Correct. And this is what I'm saying. I'll say it again, because he's not sitting here like last year. It was like all about building and rebuilding and all this stuff. No, this year he's like, I'm looking for the 53 roster to be an immediate impact.
Right.
Okay.
Well, they're saying that, and this is not an easy or hard thing to accomplish, that Apke is a better corner than he is a safety. We know he's stunk it up at safety, so that's what I'm saying. Now, it's not a hard thing to do. I'm saying what he's saying is that he's better, and you got to remember that if he can play 2 positions and he's a good special teams player, he has position flex. That gives him a leg up on a lot of things. No, it does. And listen, I'm just telling you, if you got a cat that can play several positions averagely, the
only statement that was wrong was when you said he was a better corner than safety, because he was never a safety. That's the only thing. It's like, well, technically, I guess I'm wrong, because he was a safety. The idea of a safety is this is your last chance to stop that, and that dude ran those cats down every time. He did not, from my recollection, I don't remember him letting a dude get into the end zone. So I will say he's a safety, but not the safety that you want. He's reacting.
He had a good tackle in the last preseason game. He jammed somebody, So he obviously if he has the opportunity, who knows? This dude gonna be on the bench. He's gonna be obviously running down on kickoffs and stuff like that.
He's a special teams.
That's our guy on special teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with special teams is definitely gonna make it. That's the reason why Steven Sims Jr. didn't make it on our team, because we couldn't put him on punt. And matter of fact, he's now on Buffalo's team. He's gonna get a tryout for Buffalo. So we'll see.
Trey?
I'm always right. I said when he dropped that pass, it was a wrap.
Yeah, it was a wrap. It was a wrap.
Come on.
It was done.
How you always right? Everybody said that.
No. not like I said it.
Okay, man.
I'm just saying. I mean,
not like you said it. We had to say a certain.
Hey, listen. Let me tell you. This is coming from my father. It's all in how you hold your mouth.
Okay. Let me write that one down.
Write it down, son.
Ow! Obviously, he's been drinking today. So let's talk about this weekend when we play Baltimore, man. What are you looking for?
So Baltimore is undefeated in preseason. They got 19-0 in preseason. They actually go out to win the game. Their coach is looking to be 20-0. He's already said it. He wants to win the preseason. He's a preseason believer. He believes in winning, believes other winning. So
has he won a championship yet?
He has won a championship with
was he coaching when that?
Flacco. He won with Flacco. Yes.
He did, yeah.
He won with Flacco. So he believes in winning preseason games. So he's going to play hard. He's already said he's actually going to play some of his starters. I don't know if the football team's going to do that. I don't think we're going to do that. But he's going to have starters out. He already said he's going to have starters out there. He's trying to win the game. So it's going to be a good test for a second and third string, a good test for Allen and Steven Montez to try to keep themselves in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Because those two quarterbacks will probably play the whole game. And this is their opportunity to say they are gamers. You know what I'm saying? Especially Steven.
Steven and who?
And Allen.
Well, I'm going to say I would like to see Heineke at least start this game off. I did not like what I saw the last game with Heineke. I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't what we're going to need once Magic goes tragic or luckily we get an injury, we're going to need somebody who's going to come in. And his dynamic is different. Like I said, he holds the ball a little too long for me. He's not decisive enough. I don't know if he can see over the line. I just need to see, maybe if he gave me a good series of him just driving down the field for me to say, okay, backup number 2. And then we just go for the rest of the game with Allen and Montez. Because I don't think it's really a competition. I think Allen has it. Montez is just really trying to impress those to pick him up off the waivers. So that's where I'm at. Now, I hope that your man Fitzmagic was doing in the practice and really focused on getting the timing down with his best friend Humphreys, because again, like I said, I didn't see that. There was 3 horrible passes in the last game. It didn't work. I'm hoping that Ron and the family is going to look at this and say, okay, you guys are ready to go, because we're going to need to just show improvement. It would be a great first game of the season to be victorious as we did last year. It just did wonders for not only the franchise but the fan base. It was just a wonderful situation. I would love to see that again. And technically, from what I understand, their hot quarterback won't be playing first game of the season for some reason. Am I right?
Jackson?
No, I'm talking not for preseason. I'm talking about our first game, San Diego.
LA, the number 1 pick. I think he's hurt.
Something is going on where I hear he's not playing. There's a good chance he won't be starting. So all of that to say, and again, this is just me going through much thing, because we here on this particular show, we're not statisticians. We got to turn it on like every normal people would do when they have time. And I thought I saw that information. I wish I was more clear. But as I'm sitting here and these guys are talking, I'll really look it up. But I don't think we have to worry about that. So this is a gimme game without him. But again, preseason, Baltimore, I want to see more of McTyer, making sure that he's doing his thing. If they're going to put their starters out, put McTyer out there to see if he can shut it down. If he shut it down one more time, good man. I don't think St. Juice needs to play. I think Reeves needs to play on defense. I think Ionitis needs to play. I think and today Chase Young was even stayed late after practice helping one of the rookie ends.
Bradley King.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh man, Chase Young, man, his last name does not fit his character. He's way past young, man. He's an old soul. This guy gets it. This guy knows how to be just as much of a supporter and motivator as a leader by example, man. I mean, you don't get that much. Usually you get a hot head with all the talent, i.e. Khalil Mack. You know what I'm saying? You get all of that kind of juice. But now you got this young man, who is seems to be humble. I don't know, man. I'm just so impressed by this guy, man. I'm looking forward to an all-star performance with him and his caliber of person, period. So that's refreshing too.
Yeah. I think it's going to be actually a competition with the quarterbacks, man. I think most of these positions are pretty wrapped up, and the guys that we're going to be keeping on the back end are going to be special teams people, maybe 2 or 3. But we got to figure out who's getting cut at quarterback. Now, everybody says Steven Montez, because it's obviously he's the furthest behind. And Allen is lucky that he came back when he did, because his injury was holding him back. And he didn't look good in practice, averaging the games. So he really needs this to solidify his position as number 3. And he still might get cut. I mean, because they don't keep 3 quarterbacks. They only keep 2 and have 1 on the practice squad. So he needs to be a solid player this week, because they drafted Montez. Now, I know they brought Allen over from Carolina, but I can't see him going with Montez no matter what. I'm just being honest.
You just talking. I know you just talking.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of what the position battle is, and that's the biggest one, man, because everything else is pretty solid.
You think the linebacker core is solid?
I mean, as far as what I'm saying is the first two levels. The third level, we getting to a point where these are special teams players.
Right.
So I'm solid with our starters and the backups. I think we're pretty good at
the running back situation is already.
I think it's already told.
So what's your running back?
If you put
how many running backs?
I think we're going with 3 running backs.
Yeah, you said 3.
Just 3.
Who the 3?
You go no.
Hey man, Gibson.
You go with Gibson. You go with
1.
Who's 41? I forget his name again.
McKissick.
Majestic.
McKissick.
Yeah. Shout out to our Facebook follower, my man. What's his name?
Stewart.
Old men. We so sorry.
I think his name was
Brother Stewart. Army.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, military camp. Hey, shout out to you, man.
Yeah.
But you did say Majestic.
You know, Barber and Majestic and all that stuff. I if it was me and the what's his name? You got Barber, you got Gibson, you got Patterson, and who's the other one?
McKenzie.
Yeah, McKenzie. I'm sorry. Hey,
you call him Majestic?
Yeah, Majestic. Hey, I ain't even had a beer tonight. I didn't drink no beer, man.
Hey, well, go ahead.
And then it's the water bug, man.
Listen, if they put Patterson in the game and Barber in the game, it's you're setting Barber up to fail if that position is up for grabs.
I think Barber's already done, homie.
Yeah, I think
you got Barber.
I don't. He's cut.
Yeah.
Not 4. So you're not gonna say there's no chance for 4 running backs.
No chance. I think they're gonna keep the extra wide receiver.
Why?
Nah, you keep the extra lineman. You always keep the extra lineman.
I think they're gonna keep that. It's a wide receiver that's gonna be actually their punt returner. What's his name?
Hopkins.
Not Hopkins.
Mills?
Was Anderson? Gary?
The dude they picked up from they've been talking about hasn't made one play yet, but they still be talking about.
You pick one from the Titans or somebody?
From the Titans or whatever. Him. They liked him, man. He got a lot of speed. He hasn't done anything. I think they're gonna keep him instead of keeping Barber. I think AGG is gonna be on the practice squad. Nobody's gonna mess with him. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna put him on the practice squad, and then they're gonna have
I don't think
somebody that plays the kick return is gonna come from the wide.
That AGG has more value to our team than Barber?
Yes. I think that yes. AGG was drafted by the coach.
Right. So
they love him.
So was Dotson.
They love him. No,
Dotson was not drafted by our coach now.
No, not our coach, but he was drafted. I'm talking about just being drafted. I'm
saying Riverboat likes his draft picks. He gonna keep AGG and what's the other one he drafted this year, the 7th round? Mills. Both of them gonna be on practice squad. Both of them gonna be on the practice squad. Dax Mills is gonna be on the practice squad.
They got 10 receivers left, so it's gonna be some cut.
Oh yeah, Wright's gonna get cut.
Right? No, man, it's funny because you keep saying that, but then I keep hearing that so they let go of Steven Sims before Isaiah Wright? Yes, Steven Sims did drop that pass wide open in the
You saw it.
But where was Wright?
He had a bad day.
Justin Herbert is supposed to play the game too, man. Herbert is fine, the quarterback for the Chargers, LA Chargers.
For
LA Chargers, Justin Herbert. He's playing. He's in great shape. I'm reading an article about him around the Los Angeles Times. He's ready to roll.
Hey, and so that has happened to a couple of times where people just put up some bogus stuff.
Right.
But I did see one of our, and I'm not going to say his name because he is one of our true, we go to him for, get that information. Matter of fact, he tracked down one time some information that he found that was bogus for me. So I'm not going to say his name if he was wrong, but I based it on that. So, and that's crazy. Why would anybody waste their time to just put out bogus stuff? But I guess that's the internet there. It's undefeated.
Clicks, man. Got to get clicks and likes and all that stuff.
Crazy.
You see.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I think that, personally, I think they're going to keep an extra lineman. You saying they're going to keep an extra receiver, big guy?
I think it'll be an extra receiver.
So you would, but it's only but so many you can put on the practice squad. Somebody's gonna get snatched, and you got.
I'm not saying that somebody ain't gonna get cut. I just don't think it's gonna be AGG, and I don't think it's gonna be Dax Mills. They're gonna be on the practice squad, so they're gonna be cut. In the practice squad.
That's what I'm saying. I think they're gonna get snatched. You put people on the. Come on, yeah.
AGG.
Yeah,
he runs a 4.7.
We drafted him.
No separation.
You know who runs a 4.7? Callaway. Against the Saints.
What about the dude that we let go earlier already? Harmon. Nobody's picked him up.
Yeah, but he got bad knees.
His knees is healed.
Come on, man. It takes 2 years to come off ACL, man. You know, it's your second year that you really got some speed left. Come on, listen. I wouldn't pick him up. I would have kept him though. I would have kept him over AGG. I would have kept him over Sims.
Question: why keep McKissick if you got a Patterson? Aren't they the same? I think
if they cut McKissick, they got to pay him his signing bonus all at once. I don't think they want to do that.
So you're saying this?
He had a pretty big signing bonus. So I think it's a signing bonus issue with him. Barber is signed for the veteran minimum for Barber, so it's easy to cut Barber.
It's easy to cut Barber. And we'll be re-signing Barber again. He's not.
We might bring him back easily. Bring him back. You know what I'm saying? We get one little injury, we'll bring him back. Nobody's gonna pick up Barber for 1 year. He only gets you 1 yard. He gets you that important 1 yard. We only get you that 1 yard.
He gets it though.
You
Shout out to my cousin Barber.
So I believe that you might see a cut or two, and we bring them back after the second or third game. You want to see that because you got to forget. Also, we have a COVID list you can put players on too.
You can't mess around with those lists, man. You can't be lying on them. So you can't just throw somebody on the COVID list and say,
no. You get an extra 2 or 3 players because of the virus.
Yeah, but they have to have the virus, and then you get those extra players. Somebody has to have the virus for that spot to open up.
Right.
So overall, what do you, as we round this up, overall, who you guys got going into just the preseason game? I know I jumped it a little bit. That's my fault. I got bad intel. So, but let's just go with the fact that the preseason game, you're talking Baltimore. What is your thing that you want to see happen?
I personally want to see good tackling. The tackling has to improve. Mm-hmm. I want to see Chris blocking. I want to see our 2 backup quarterbacks play. Like
so when you say Chris blocking, are you saying that the O-line starters will start?
I'm talking about second team. I'm talking about second team blocking.
It's just
I want to see our backups. Are they blocking? I want to see give our Allen and our third string or fourth string quarterbacks some time to throw the ball. I want to see what the quarterbacks really can do. By this time, especially Allen should know the offense like the back of his hand. This is his 3rd year in offense. He should know the offense. So even if he got third string wide receivers, he should be shining. You know what I'm saying?
Who that sound
like? I want to see Allen shining. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Allen.
Who that sound like, Deacon? When they say he should know the offense, he got to know the offense like the back of his hand. This guy should be the offense. Who that sound like?
Who's that? Who you talking about?
Colt.
Colt McCoy.
Come on, stop it, man.
Colt's still playing. We had Colt McCoy coming in to be Sonny Jurgensen, man. That man went down. He's like, he's been here forever. Colt McCoy been here 9 years as the backup.
Colt got like 3 years extra from beating Dallas.
Yeah, man. Colt playing now.
Yeah, he playing now. He on San Francisco, somebody like that.
I want to see us.
The real deal.
I want to see us just execute. I don't care about winning. I want to see us execute. Execute.
Yeah, I mean that's what the last one is about, man. Because like I said, people are trying to win a position, and you can't be jumping off sides. You can't be letting the defense line come through like water.
Moses.
So apparently he has a job too.
You always get Redskin to me.
And also, I don't want no injuries, man. That's so far we've been pretty good with no injuries. So I just want to keep the same thing we got. I don't want them to be personally. They don't have to pay a starter, not one starter for me. To be honest with you, they can go.
I think even though St. Juice is having a good camp, I think he should play. because I think they're looking at him playing the first game of the season. And you don't need him resting. You need him in live fire to make sure
that means you think Davis should play then. The middle linebacker should play.
Yeah.
Jamin?
Yeah.
Why not? At least a couple series.
Yeah.
Why not?
Put him in there.
See, I think it's different for defense than it is for offense. I think offense
Cosman, whatever is that, the right tackle. Should he play?
No, I think Cosman's good. He's good. The last
couple he's gonna get. I don't know if he's good, but he's good.
Well, I mean, he was handling, man. I look at some tape, man. I did
a
a small dive.
Cosby's a pro. so let me say this. If there's another position that I think everybody should play, it's receiver. I think all the receivers should play.
Nah.
Not Terry. And we know we're not going to see Samuels.
Yeah.
But the rest of them should play. I think the rest of them should play. None of Diame caught one.
I would play Diame for a couple.
He caught one, but I mean, I think you got to get that intention in your mind of this is what it is. I'm not saying keep them in there forever, but they all should play, man. All of them. And if you go on the premise of what you said about the corners, let them play.
Yeah, Diame definitely should play for a little while. Dax Mills should play.
Of course. Dax Mills, yeah.
William Bradley King and Shaka Tote should be playing all game.
Oh, yeah, all game. Yeah.
And all the tight ends except for Thomas.
Yeah, all the tight ends except for Thomas should play. Especially
Reyes. Because he needs to work.
So we got to figure out who the third tight end going to be. Is he on the team? He might not be on the team.
There's nobody left. Who else is at tight end?
So we got rid of him.
3 left, right?
You got Tom Logan. You
Casey
got
Bates.
You got your boy with the 3 names, and then you got
Ricky
Sims Reyes.
Yeah, Seals.
And you got Reyes.
Reyes and Seals should definitely be playing. I'd even put John Bates out there. Put him out there too.
But the rookie out there
needs to learn. He's going to play this season in the regular season. He needs to have live fire. He needs to get it. Run 2 tight end sets. I don't care. Just get him in the game playing. And there's nothing wrong with 2 tight ends. We used to do that all the time back in the day. 2 tight ends, a counter tray, and watch Riggins run up the hole. You knew it was coming, but you couldn't stop it.
There you go.
So, yeah, definitely those guys. I mean, I don't see any rookie that shouldn't be playing this week.
Right on.
So you said Jimmy Moreland should start because it's his birthday, huh?
Jimmy Moreland should start just because he's fighting for a position.
Happy birthday, Moreland. Hey man, look, it's about to get real, and it's like what it is going to get real right now. Get really real with you guys right now because we need you to go ahead and keep hitting that like button, keep subscribing. We here, we back.
Don't take no time to look down.
Is the same thing as the OGs of the DMV. For clarity, as we are sitting here just shooting the breeze, and this Saturday will be coming on live at 7.
Early game. Okay,
but it's a Saturday, so you can sleep in.
No.
And so as we talk about the Geritol and the whatever, and you're going to go to church, but you can come back from church and take a nap. You get
a lot of responsibility.
Yes, sir. We're all going to
be awake.
What we got to do, but we have a day of time to a certain degree. So we're going to get off
like 12 o'clock, man.
Later than that, I think we canceled out.
Yeah.
But we're going to have to get our feet under us, fellas, because it's the season, and our fans want us to talk about how they feeling, either therapy or celebration. We're going to be there 7:50 this Saturday at the Ravens game, talking about them Bammers on the island.
I'm ready to go right now.
Hey, get them.
D-Hop, Sugarfoot.
He
needs the D-Hop.
Let me say this before y'all get into Sugarfoot and all that stuff. Listen, if you want to use our nicknames, at least give a little shout out to the fellas. Don't get Yankee and just keep moving.
Hey man, it's what they call fair use, man. It's called fair use in the YouTube game. We're learning that, hey, YouTube, we love you. Please leave us on. All right, and so listen. Question. Any news on the Wizards front?
Not that I know of.
I know it's no news, good news.
No. I saw a video of Dinwiddie. That's his name, right? Dinwiddie?
Yeah.
I saw that video.
Yeah, where he was working out with like 3-4 different people.
Yeah, man.
You're a jumper, man.
Got a little shot. I looked for editing, make sure it wasn't just showing all the good shots, but the guy seems to have a little eye. And I know that everybody was complaining with me when I said I thought Westbrook's had a good mid-range. He was just trying to develop his three-pointer, which everybody was upset about because he'd be wide open three-point shot and it was a brick. But his mid-range was on, but I digress because he's gone. Dinwiddie had a video that was really showing off his skill set. I like his energy. He seems to have a commanding spirit, so hopefully he will be like, not just out there, but a leader on the court. You know what I'm saying? As far as what we're going to need, because Westbrooks did bring that. That was one of the things that I think that helped. We didn't see that. Beal is more of a silent assassin. You know what I'm saying? I come here to do the work. I'm going to do it great. I've seen him step up because he did carry a lot of times when Wall got hurt and went out. But it's not necessarily his forte. So having somebody on the court, being able to communicate and do those things and at the same time be, empowering and, just being that guy, not like a Jordan where he's like, hey, man, if you miss another shot, I'm going to talk about you and throw the ball into the stands. Shout out to, because remember, he was a Wizard too. We heard them stories. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, Kwame Brown is making.
Yeah, but you ain't talking about Kwame no more.
Hey, no, he not. I noticed that Kwame got them brothers. Kwame done grew up, boy. Kwame's shoulders is up here now. Like, hey, man, my mama's cooking.
Kwame got that Geechee in it.
Hey, we didn't know, but now we know. The whole world knows Kwame, man. Shout out to you. He's like, I know he's waiting on that Jordan interview. I know he is. Like,
well, Dinwiddie, he also said that they're here to help Bradley Beal go to the next level. Feed him the ball when he's shooting, and then help him out when he's not. Help him out, score some points when he don't have it that night. So they know their role, man. And I like the way that the take looked too, because he looked aggressive. He showed his post game. He showed his step back game. He showed his 3-point game. I like that, man. I like that. I like it. And he's not a little dude. So he can post up the little cats, man.
Right on.
I want to give a special shout out to Bradley Beal. I was on IG and I saw him and his wife who were in the Bahamas, looking good, relaxing, enjoying his summer. Hope got over the COVID. I think he had the COVID or something like that, or he tested positive or something like that. So he looked healthy, like he was relaxing, preparing for the season with his feet up. He needs because he got a lot of work to do.
Yeah,
he has a lot of work to do.
It's gonna be a long season because
it'll be a long season. He gonna earn his money this year.
He gonna earn his money. I ain't gonna talk about it. We're not sure how we got kicked off last time, so I'm not gonna talk about that one, man. Because we'll leave COVID alone. COVID,
no sir. Hey.
Don't talk about.
Hey. I hope that
don't talk about
Bertans is shooting like Dinwiddie was shooting. I want to see that video.
They're practicing.
I want to see that video. I just want to see that video. If I could just see him out there, and even if he's doing what he was doing, which was bricking, you know what I'm saying? Or
at least he's doing something.
At least he's working, and that's all I need to see. Because at this year is a whole new squad, and if those that remained are just as at their A game, if I may say, man,
pushing.
I like where we are, man. I like how they put out the top 20 for next year as already. I forgot who ranked it. Of course, we're not on that list.
It don't matter then.
I love it. I love being the underdog like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a chance to watch the Olympics, but Hachimura looked good. He was the only guy for the Japanese team, but he looked good though. He was getting his man.
A quiet caveat to a new thing. They show all these new guys coming on, and this young man right here, to this day. And Deacon, I don't care what you do, you show it every time we talk Wizards. You put it on here. You can put it on my screen. You don't even got to show my face no more. But show that dunk of Hachimura. You had to agree so fast. But Hachimura dunking on AD. I want that picture, and all that. I think I might just generate a T-shirt. I'm gonna catch a couple Wizards games, just go out there. That's my T-shirt. Just Hachimura. Because that right there, to me, sealed the fact of this young man being something great. Right there. That is.
Well, the projected starting line already has Bertan sitting on the bench. So he better step up.
So who's the projected starting lineup?
The young cat. Okay, so it's got they got Bryant starting over Gafford.
Oh, bad knee Bryant.
Yeah.
No.
You got Bradley Beal, then you have
Healed up.
Bradley Beal, Dinwiddie, Bryant, Rui, and the Kispert. They got him starting. You got Kispert starting over which con? Over
the Lakers.
The Lakers.
Yeah, like Kuzma. So they got Kuzma coming off the bench.
I don't see Kuzma coming.
They got all three of the Lakers coming off the bench.
I don't agree.
I didn't make the list up.
I think that throwing people off.
So the Lakers are the bench players.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we gotta have a good bench, man. We gotta keep them three together. They played together already, so they come off the bench all at one time. You got a whole nother team coming off the bench who know each other.
That's what practice is for.
Hey,
That's what
we hope practice is for, but we know what happens in the game.
Come on.
Well, I saw in Summer League, I don't think Kispert is ready for prime time yet. What I saw in Summer.
Oh yeah, Hey, listen, I'm just saying they had him on.
Tell him. As much as I want him to be.
Well, how far is your boy on the bench then?
Who
Kispert?
No, I'm talking about the Laser. Is he behind Kuzma?
Laser making too much money, so he got to play some.
Yeah, he's behind.
Laser making like $18 million a year.
Is he behind Caldwell Pope?
He might be.
It all depends. I mean, I don't know.
Caldwell Pope plays defense though. Laser don't play defense.
I don't know what Coach is going to do, but I think, like you said, the only thing I heard that I was like, wow, why would they do that? Is putting Kispert on the court. He's not there. He's not going to be there. Not yet. Not to forget that we still got Denny, who's already put in some time, unfortunately, through his injury. I just don't.
The Israel.
I think you sleeping on that guy. I think the
I'm
only
not sleeping on it. I'm just going off what I see.
I think the reason why we got Kispert was because of his injury. Honestly, but that's just me. So all that to say, no, Kuzma probably will be on the court.
Well, they lucky Bonga ain't on the team no more because he be starting.
Bonga gone?
Bonga?
No, Bonga.
Nah, not Bonga, man.
Bonga?
No.
Hey,
Hey,
they put some embalmer fluid in him. He gone. He's done for.
Oh boy. Hey,
it is what it is.
Nah,
hey, baby.
Your boy Cam Newton might not be starting. He got that itch. He got that itch. He got to stay home for a week.
He's gonna play. He's gonna start. What I was saying was that, and he did his job. Got to give it up for Crab Legs. Crab Legs
is going to start.
Crab Legs is going to be the heir apparent to a Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Now think about that for a second, man. What that does for your motivation, man. You get your team snatched from you by the GOAT, and then you go and another GOAT retires, and you take his spot. That's gotta help. I actually hope that Winston performs well, man. I want him to get to a point because we tease him, because we can, but honestly, I think that he is an example of what you want for all athletes to put in that time, to do that.
Perseverance.
Speaking of which,
he was dropping dimes in that game, man.
Hey, man. Hey, I think it was 9 for 10 or something like that, if I remember. Your boy Haskins is saying that Tomlin gives out a better intel or feedback that he never got here in Washington.
He's talking about game plan for defense.
Did I stutter? It wasn't happening here in Washington, but it's happening in Pittsburgh.
Hey man, he could have been talking about the first year of Jay Gruden. We all understand that.
Hey.
Jay was they were smoking.
Jay's stealing girlfriends.
I know.
Hey man, they might have some good strip clubs.
He was nipple pinched. Huh?
You know he ain't going. You know he ain't going. Right?
I'm gonna cut this part out. We ain't gonna get dropped from YouTube.
Jay was like, you know he ain't gonna start, right?
Hey man, can you imagine though, Dwayne Haskins and Big Ben hanging out at the club together? Can you imagine that?
Jay Gruden played. What was that? Was that USFL or was it arena ball?
Arena ball. Yeah, arena
ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I just want to see Big Ben and Dwayne Haskins at the club. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no clubs in Pittsburgh, man.
Man,
come on, baby.
Because Big Ben got a reputation too.
Ben made a club. Ben got that's his second house. The second house.
He know how to ride at home. He know how to make a club at home, man.
It is at home. It's called. Hey, look. You know, everybody got a man cave. His man cave is extended club.
Okay. That's good.
Hey, it's time to
we're
go.
Not gonna play that.
It's time to go. It's time to go.
All right. DMV Sports 3. Once again, man, listen, we're looking forward to seeing you guys live on Saturday as we take on the Bama's out of Baltimore. Maybe we'll be the first team to disrupt this 19-game preseason. No thrills victory that they're trying to keep. Who cares? But we're going to maybe just because they do. Let's beat them. And so I hope that it gets down to the wire and Sugarfoot's 45-yard kick closes the game. That is what I'm looking forward to. I hope that you guys will tune in and then we can talk about it. And if that don't happen, we can talk about what we saw as far as these players who are going to make the squad and those that we know who are not. So we can get ready and get steady and hold on as the season about to start. We're really excited about a lot of things, and we're going to continue to bring you all kinds of content. We've been talking about going back to our movie reviews. We were talking about going back to, of course, we grew up and really our generation invented hip hop. That's right, Manny. That's right, Natty. We invented hip hop. And so we just want to make sure that you guys don't miss out. Fellas?
Hey, since everybody made it to the end, we know everybody watched the whole show.
All the time.
So those of you who made it to the end, we're going to reiterate, we give you one story. Trust me, it won't let you down. You can pick anybody's story between the three of us. Whose story you want to hear about? Just one. One of them.
Hey, listen, if we choose the person, that's the hero. Because we're never going to talk about ourselves, man.
Somebody else got to tell us. Al got to tell the story. It might not be totally right.
Hey, don't forget about the NASCAR show, baby.
That's right.
That's coming out. The NASCAR season, playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Playoff is on the way.
True.
And we'll give Big Al a new car. So he can get a new car.
So he can talk. At all. And I just be over there like, all we gotta talk about now.
We're gonna get Al Denny Hamlin. We had Denny Hamlin, number 11.
Okay. Take somebody, but
we gotta be on the Gibbs team, though. You gotta be on the Gibbs team.
Maybe we can do a shuffle it up and then draw from the hat. So I don't know. We'll figure it out this season. But anyway, man. What we gonna do? What we gonna do?
We're good to go. We're gonna get those shows on the road. And then we're gonna come back at you next week.
When I saddle warm up smoke. Hey, Big Daddy, I said this street fool, let me chill. That ain't fast enough, smoke. That's too slow. Speed it up.
Smoke, can you still do my favorite part, Smoke? Hey, Smoke, can you do my favorite part? Put it in the pocket and do my part.